Have you ever wanted to quickly create a poll and ask for people's feedback? For example, inviting your community to choose a topic for your live stream or webinar, asking your colleagues to choose a location for your next off-site meeting, or even engaging with your employees about their feedback on a recent organizational announcement. There are lots of different tools you can use, including polls that are built within social media apps, for example, Twitter polls. However, sometimes we need a really quick and easy solution that is independent of the platform that we're using and which can be public or private. That's why I was intrigued to test out the new desktop app called FastPoll. The app is free at the moment, and the developer has got plans to introduce premium features. He's keen to hear from users about the features that they would like to see added. To get started, when you head over to FastPoll, when you've created your account, you'll see a dashboard. That's where all the polls that you've created or have voted on are saved. Any of the polls that are public will be available for people to interact and vote on. So that's why you're going to see some options there about where you voted. You'll be prompted to try a button to actually create your poll. And then you'll be able to enter the topic for your poll, add the options for people to choose from when they're voting, and then make the poll public, which means it will appear on the FastPoll website in their feed and on your profile. Or you can make your poll private, which means that only people that you share it with will be able to see it and participate. You'll then be able to add a category for your poll. There are lots of categories there already. It would be great to see some additional ones there, for example, business. So I put my poll under the social category. After selecting your category, you then just have to click the button to create your poll. It's that simple. Once you've created your poll, you'll be able to access the URL to be able to share it to your audience and invite them to provide feedback. So, for example, you could share that in an email, in a text message. You could even share it on your social networks if that was appropriate for your poll. When you share your poll to people, they'll be able to share the poll to their networks or copy the link, even if you have made the poll private. Hopefully, in a future update, that will not be so easily available, and there'll be options for people to add an alternative to your topics if you permit them to do so. So, for example, if the questions that you've put there to answer don't actually fit what their response would be. The other thing to note is that if you decide on a different order for your questions in your poll, you'll need to retype them, because at the moment you can't reorder the entries. Again, I hope that's going to be a feature that's updated. I definitely hope the developer will also make it possible for us to close the poll and delete it. At the minute, I couldn't find those options on the dashboard for the polls that I'd created. I tested the app out on my iPhone, and it beautifully rendered and was very easy for people to submit their response. Note that the respondents do not have to create an account on FastPoll to engage and leave a response. On your dashboard, you'll then be able to see the archive for all the polls you've created, alongside the number of votes they've received. There's a really nice bar graph that comes out after people have voted, so you can see that in a lovely visual way in terms of the response to your question in your poll. Within FastPoll, there's also an option for you to put some details about your profile, which will appear on your public profile. For example, you can add an avatar, your bio, and your social media links. So if you're looking for an easy-to-use poll for your marketing or employee engagement programs, why not check out FastPoll? You'll find a full tutorial about it over at my website, krishna.me. Let me know what your favourite easy-to-use polling app is and if you plan to use FastPoll.